Hey there, this is Sherry Mirshahi-Totten of Make Your Brand in Demand, and I want to share with you a really cool, simple resource for coming up with content ideas that's right under your nose. You probably visit this website maybe once or twice a week, depending on how often you like to shop. And this is going to be a great way to come up with ideas, especially when you're sitting at your laptop and you want to create a new blog post or an article or a video or any other kind of content, but you're just not sure what to make your content about. And you want to make sure that whatever idea you pick is something that's really already proven to be popular. And once I share this resource with you, you're going to say, oh my gosh, I totally should have known this, right? But it's something that's right under your nose, and there's two really cool ways to use it. So I want to share very quickly what that resource is. Drum roll, please. It's Amazon.com, believe it or not. So let's go over to Amazon.com and I'll give you an example of how to use this resource. So we are over on the Amazon.com page. I'm just going to minimize this so it's visible. Perfect. And so I just had already typed in the words paleo diet. And so we're going to use the example of maybe a health coach that talks about different types of diets or maybe specializes in helping their clients with implementing the paleo diet. And so first thing you want to do is look for books. So I'm in the book section. And you want to look for books that have pretty high ratings here. So this is like a 4-star rating, 5-star ratings. And I also want to look for the books that have a lot of reviews. So usually the first few have the highest reviews. So you'll see 445 for this one, 499 for this one, etc., etc. So I'm just going to click on this one, the Paleo Diet Revised. Lose weight and get healthy by eating the foods you were designed to eat. And so there's two ways to use this to get content ideas. The first is to take a look at the comments that people have left. Why? Because people will tell you what they loved and also what they wish a book had expanded on, or maybe parts of a book that they felt like, just didn't give enough information. So for instance, for this one, this person had talked about how oil is important, and maybe the author just didn't really expand on this section very much in the book. And so they talk about how the healthiest oils to cook with are ghee, lard, tallow, coconut, and palm oils, and olive oil. So that could be an interesting video or article or piece of content to write about or to create a topic about. Do you agree with that? Are oils okay? Are these particular oils good in the paleo diet? What is your stance on oils to cook with when you're on the paleo diet? So that's an interesting one. So you can always look at the comments and kind of get some great ideas from those. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it, which is also one of my favorite ways, is to look at the table of contents. So for most books on Amazon, you'll see that they have this look inside feature, and if you click on it, it will always give you the preview of a few pages of the book, but always the table of contents, and that's what we want to look at. So as we scroll through, we're going to see some interesting topics here, right? So for example, this one talks about disease-fighting fruits and vegetables, right? So it's talking about how paleo is not just another low-carb diet, and it talks about disease-fighting fruits and vegetables. Interesting. This could be, a whole article on why the paleo diet is so good for you, because it encourages you to eat fruits and vegetables that are disease-fighting. Of course, a very basic article could be the 7 keys of the paleo diet. So you could write an article, with a title similar to that, basically just saying, here are 7 things you need to know about the paleo diet, or 7 things a beginner needs to know about the paleo diet. And then also, this is a great one, why you can't overeat on the paleo diet. That is awesome. That would be a great piece of content to write about. Now, a word of caution here, you don't want to just directly copy, but use this as inspiration. And if you did happen to borrow any ideas from any of these books, so let's say you own this book, And he said, great. The author talked about why you can't overeat in the paleo diet. Make sure you give credit where credit's due. So if you're going to write a blog article, make sure you say, this is from Lauren Cordain's The Paleo Diet Revised, and she talks about why you can't overeat on the paleo diet. Here are her thoughts, and here's my thoughts. And it's a very simple, quick way to create content. And this has got tons and tons of information here you can kind of get inspired by. Another great one, Vegetarian Isn't Better, Anne's story. So they do a case study in this book. So, maybe you can talk about comparing the paleo diet to vegetarian diets or other types of diets. That would be a cool article to write about. So as you can see, this can work really for any field. I'm just using a health coach as an example here, but pretty much any kind of entrepreneur, any kind of coach, speaker, whatever your business is about, you can just jump in here, put your topic in, and come up with some great content ideas using just the table of contents and comments that other people have left on Amazon.com.